behind you now. So their best lap time is a 1:12.7. Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are Piastri, Vips and Leclerc. And just behind us are Fourcher, Sargent and Doohan. The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:11.9. We don't currently have the data for that request.
Formula One returns to Monte Carlo once again today, home to the world-famous Monte Carlo Casino that first opened in 1863. And of course, a certain road race first held in 1929. There's no greater an occasion, no more valuable a win than the Monaco Grand Prix. The astonishing Circuit de Monaco is, for all intents and purposes, virtually unchanged since its inaugural race back in 1929. The faster cars of today ensure the 19 corners past the casino and along the seafront remain as thrilling as ever. A 2.1-mile lap here takes us around an entire country, yet never more than inches from the race-ending barriers. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Oscar Piastri lines up on pole position. And starting next to them is George Russell. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Norris, Doohan, Albon, Leclerc, Tsunoda, Yuri Vips, Ocon, Hauger, Teo Pourchaire, Drugovich, Magnussen, Gasly, Liam Lawson, Ricciardo, Daniel, Joe, Sargent, and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. A warm welcome to Anthony Davidson, who's beside me in the commentary box today. Now, I want to ask you about Lando Norris. That was a great win in the last race, but can they keep that momentum going into this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
Okay, we've got that relief of having points on the board finally, so let's keep that form up and get another top 10 finish today, please. Clutch bite is good, gearbox is responding normally. Make sure to warm up the tyres and brakes. Warm the tyres and brakes throughout the lap, please. That start was okay, now stay alert for threats around you. aggression, we need clean overtakes or we'll get a penalty. Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Currently sat in 6th. Albon just ahead. Push for that position. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 4.8 seconds. They're on old mediums. Leclerc is behind you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Our gap to first place is 0.2 seconds. Your pit window's now open. Pit window is open. And 26 laps to go now. Okay, off we go, back into the race. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Gap to your teammate ahead is 32.8 seconds. Oscar is into the pit lane. Oscar in the pits. Okay, I've got a brand new race strategy on your MFD if you want to go and check it out. copy. Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Okay, we need to push now. Use the overtake button for more power. Okay, the safety car is out. Safety car is out. We need to form up at reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace. Okay, let's catch up to the field a bit. We're dropping too far back. Remember, we need to stay within 10 car lengths of the next car. Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap. Green flag. Got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button. Keep managing your tyres, manage your tyres. has now enabled DRS. DRS is now online. As things stand, we're going to be leading the championship. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. Okay, the gap behind is 6.1 seconds. All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
That's it then for another nail-biting Monaco Grand Prix. We were on the edge of our seats the whole time, but they've come through to take a stunning victory. Well, Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today, but what set them apart from the rest?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
Our winning drivers are on their way to the podium right now. It's been a fantastic race for McLaren, that's for sure. And no doubt, they'll be celebrating tonight. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Well, it wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Oscar Piastri gets my vote today.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. McLaren continue to increase their gap at the top. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Our new parts have completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
first position, front of the pack. And we're in front of Piastri, Doohan and Ocon. Currently the fastest lap is a 1 minute 09.6. Sorry, we can't provide you with that information right now.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who'll be fronting the grid. Oscar Piastri, Norris and George Russell. Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow. Montreal is not only the second largest French-speaking city in the world, but it's home since 1978 to the Canadian Grand Prix. The name Villeneuve looms large over this one, but who can write their own legends today? We'll be seeing top speeds of around 210 miles per hour here at the circuit Gilles Villeneuve, with around 2/3 of the lap taken at full throttle. High-speed chicanes spell potential danger, especially at the infamous Wall of Champions, and watch out for overtaking into the hairpin and that final chicane. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Oscar Piastri lines up on pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Albon, Leclerc, Daniel, Doohan, Théo Pourchaire, Tsunoda, Drugovich, Hauger, Joe, Norris, Ocon, Sargent, Magnussen, Ricciardo, Stroll, Gasly, Liam Lawson and Yuri Vips. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And with me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Daniel. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
They've been avoiding mistakes and have had solid pace, so it's been a good season so far, but whether they can keep that up long-term remains to be seen.
After the points finished last race, let's aim to keep that momentum going. Okay, so our system checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of this lap. Okay, caution, caution. Virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta on your dash. Okay, the virtual safety car's been deployed. Slow down and maintain a positive delta. There's been an incident resulting in a high level of debris on the track. Be careful. Okay, we've been informed due to increasing risks, they're moving from a virtual to a full safety car. Full safety car. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace. Okay, mate, we might need to look at a new race strategy after that. Are you all right? Engine off, engine off.
They take the checkered flag then here in Canada in what has been another fabulous Grand Prix. And talk to me, what do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
I think the key here was just the quality of the racecraft, you know? I mean, how many overtakes did they make overall? I'm sure we have a stat person keeping score somewhere, and it was fantastic to watch, wasn't it? This is a strategic sport at the end of the day, but it's always really gratifying to see close-fought battles on track. It's what all the fans are after.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take the top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes. Let's see what effect this result has had on the drivers' standings. Lando Norris takes the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for Driver of the Day?
It's got to be Lando Norris, hasn't it? Smooth, confident and assured. I've got no doubt that he and his team are going to be over the moon with his performance today.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. It was a tough race for our championship leaders who lose ground at the top of the table. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Thanks. I know these kinds of decisions can be challenging, but I think you made the right call.